When they stop valuing you, do this. Have you ever sat across from someone you love, someone you once felt so connected to, and realized that somewhere along the way, they stopped seeing you? Not in the physical sense, you're still right there, but in the emotional sense, like your laughter doesn't light up their eyes anymore. Your presence doesn't spark excitement. Your silence doesn't concern them. You're just there. Background noise, an afterthought. It's a sharp kind of pain, isn't it? Not loud, not dramatic, but slow, steady, and soul-piercing. And here's the truth. That moment of realization, that gut punch of invisibility, it can break you, or it can wake you up. Because when someone stops valuing you, your instinct might scream at you to fight harder, love deeper, prove louder. But the real strength, the real power, it begins the moment you decide to stop chewing and start choosing you. Let's talk about instinct for a second. When someone starts pulling away, maybe they taste less, seem distracted, make excuses, you feel it in your chest. Something's off. You know it. And your heart aches. So what do? You try to bridge the gap. You text more, offer more, apologize for things that weren't even your fault. You overcompensate, say, hoping your extra effort will remind them why they once chose you. But what if I told you that this only pushes them further? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't value what they're handed too easily. They value what they feel they might lose. So what's the most powerful move you can make? You step back, not out of pettiness, not out of revenge, but because you finally realize that your energy is sacred, your love is valuable, and your presence, it's not something to be wasted on someone who treats it like it's disposable. Create space. Let the silence do the talking. Let the absence be the lesson. Because in that space, something shifts, not just for them, but for you. You begin to see things clearly. You begin to feel differently. The fog lifts. And suddenly, you're not obsessing over why they didn't call. You're not rereading messages or analyzing tone. You're not shrinking yourself, trying to fit into a mold they barely glance at anymore. Instead, you start expanding. You go to the gym, not for revenge, not for the glow up, but because you remember what it feels like to be strong, to move your body and sweat out pain, to reclaim ownership over yourself. You start that side hustle, or finally read that book gathering dust. You go to a cafe alone, no makeup, no filters, no pretending. Just you, whole, present, healing. And slowly, you begin to glow again. Not because someone gave you attention, but because you gave it to yourself. You see, when you begin to pour back into your own soul, to treat yourself with the love and care you once reserved for them, you become magnetic. Not to just them, but to everyone. Suddenly, your silence becomes louder than any argument. Your boundaries become louder than your explanations. Your peace becomes louder than their drama. And whether it's a partner, a friend, or even a family member, they start to notice. They feel the shift, the lack of access, the absence of your warmth. And it hits them hard. They may reach out. They may apologize. They may beg. Or they may walk away completely. But here's the most important part. Either outcome, you win. Because the win isn't them coming back. The win is you coming back to yourself. Let's talk boundaries. Because if someone stopped valuing you, there's a good chance they crossed a line, and you let them, more than once. That's not your shame. That's your awakening. Now it's time to draw the line. With your actions, with your energy, with your absence. You don't need to explain the boundary. You need to embody it. Stop over-explaining. Stop over-apologizing. Stop over-giving. You are not a second choice. You are not a backup plan. You are not someone who should have to beg for basic respect. So what do you do when they stop valuing you? You don't chase. You don't cling. You don't flirt. You breathe. You center. You rise. You go silent, not as a weapon, but as a mirror. You show them what life looks like without you in it. And whether they come running back or vanish into silence, it doesn't change your worth. Because their attention never defined you. Their neglect never diminished you. You were whole before them. You are whole after them. And now, you're even stronger. So let this be the reminder. When someone stops valuing you, you do the bravest thing of all. You walk with dignity, with grace, with power in your step, and peace in your soul. You don't look back for crumbs. You build a feast at your own table. And trust me, the right people, they will never make you question your worth. They will never treat your love like it's cheap. So when someone stops valuing you, don't scream, don't beg,